everybody.
Heyo.
Welcome to Waterbox Live. We also got Instagram with us.
We got live on Instagram, live on YouTube, live on Facebook.
Everywhere.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that. And today is the clam extravaganza.
Yes.
I love it.
Clams.
We've been waiting for clams for a long time.
Dude,
We have talked about it for a really long time, so it is finally happening.
love the clams.
It's going to be awesome.
Man, dude, and so a lot of people, they've never even, like, clams? They don't even know. Some of our beginners are completely unaware of what we're even talking
These
about.
aren't like dinner clams, right?
Right.
These aren't the clams that you buy at the grocery store.
Right. So these clams are going to go into your reef aquarium. They're absolutely gorgeous. We're going to jam-packed show, right? So we're going to tell them about clams today. We got a live shipment of clams that showed up.
We're going to unbag and put in.
We'll do some Q&As. We got a jam-packed show.
Yeah, clams are one of those things that I feel like a lot of people have never kept. Even if you've been in the hobby for a while, it's just one of those, they don't see them as often as other corals. And I think sometimes they scare people from keeping them. But we're going to teach you a little bit about them, show you some really nice varieties, and put some in the 80.4. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, the 80.4 Frag tank. We put all those rock nems in there. Look at that rainbow bottom anemone right there.
Yeah, needless to say, this tank has, wow, it's gorgeous after we added all this stuff last week.
Gorgeous.
And everything is so happy. Rock bottom, the rainbow bottom anemone right in the front, and it's ready to...
Yeah, so we're going to put clams all on the, along the sand there.
Yep.
And these tanks are for sale this month.
Yes, the Frag series.
Yes, yes. Listen, time is running out because we're 10% off. Rich authorized it for the whole month of May.
Because it was our birthday.
It was our birthday, so, dude, they've been
It's a great
flying.
deal. We've been highlighting it all month. It's one of my favorite tanks.
Yes, and another reason why clams are so perfect to go into the 80.4 is the look down effect. And with clams, the top down view is the absolute best for them.
Yes.
So there's no better tank than our Frag series for some clams. So it's going to be good.
Love it, love it. So, dude, we got a lot of people in here. We got Rob, Travis, Kelly.
What's up, guys?
Devin, Brian. He says, great looking tank, very vibrant. Come on, man.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it, love it, love it.
That tank still stands to be one of my favorite in the building. We got a lot of tanks.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, there's something so different about it, something out of the ordinary that I love.
I think it's about to become even more of a favorite with
'cause I love
after
clams.
today.
Yeah, when you see what we're about to do on this whole thing, man, this is awesome. So, ORA was our choice for clams.
Yes.
Right? So we contacted them and said, hey, here's what we're looking for. And they said, hey, we can provide.
Jordan picked out some nice variety for us, so we can kind of show you actually 3 different types of clams that we'll be able to show today from ORA, and I think they've got the nicest clams. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a good selection.
Gorgeous. So we want to get right into the slideshow a little bit to kind of tell you a little bit about ORA. Jess?
All right, so ORA has their Marshall Island facility, and it is actually in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a little tiny island.
Yeah, you can see
It's surprising that there's actually land there somewhere.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of show you like how,
when
wow.
you zoomed out, like look at Australia here and Japan. It's like in the middle of the ocean. I mean, it's
So these guys came all the way from the middle.
all the way.
They flew themselves all over here. So yeah, we're going to show you how small, like how big of it in the middle of it is, everything. And then on the next one is, it's on an atoll, and this thing is just a really long, thin, basically set of islands. And right there is a clam farm.
You can see
sitting
the
right
farm.
on the edge. So this actually in the middle at the top is where the lagoon is, pretty much like encircles that, and then they're on the ocean side.
Okay, so it's an ocean side and then a lagoon side of the
yes.
island. Very cool.
So really narrow island, and that's where all these beautiful clams are coming from.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow. Come
Look
on
at
now.
that.
Look at that. That's hot.
These are the MAXIMA
Beautiful.
clams, and probably one of the ones that gets the most attention because they are like the brightest. They are more sensitive and require the highest lighting of all of the clams. So with these guys, definitely not the beginner ones that you want to start with. They prefer to have their foot buried on the rockwork or some kind of hard surface, and they do need high lighting. So with our tank, we've got the AR lights on it. We'll have no problem with that. These guys are slower growers and actually take 2 to 3 years to hit 5 centimeters long.
Yes.
Wow, that takes a while. That is called some patience.
And
to
the
grow
colors,
these things.
but I mean the colors are like this teal and the blue and all, I mean it's unbelievable.
Yeah, they are like the rainbow of the clams because they do come in the most varieties. DERASAs, I think these are one of my favorite. They don't get probably enough attention, but their pattern's really, really nice. And they get big too. They're easy to keep. They go right on the sand bottom. They have like orange and yellow type of base color, blue along the rim, striping in them, and they actually get to be 16 inches.
Wow.
So they're a big clam.
one of the bigger.
And they're gonna grow faster too, but they have really nice pattern. They're really cool looking.
Yeah, so this is going to get big. This is going to be
Yeah,
big.
so don't put this in your nano.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. All right. And then SQUAMOSAs.
SQUAMOSAs! I think these are probably
One of
you
my
don't-
favorites,
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
don't see them as often as MAXIMAs and DERASAs. I think they're a little bit more limited on availability with these. And they're also easy to keep like the DERASAs. They like to be on the bottom, on the sand. But these guys actually have a, like they're called like little scoots or plates on the outside of their shell that actually stick out pretty far and cup up. So that's a unique characteristic of the SQUAMOSA
It's like the
clams.
telltale.
Yeah,
that it's a
squammies.
Yeah, squammies as
Love
they call them.
Yeah, squammies. There's a picture of the farm.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, actually, so ORA sent us these photos and kind of explained to us how they're doing all this. And
It's
this is
amazing,
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy.
And something that most people I don't think get to really get a little sneak peek into of like how these clams are and how the farm and stuff is run over there. So,
But it says here 15 million fertilized eggs.
Wow.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. And then they shade them, right, with like a mesh netting.
right, protect them from all the algae growth from the sun since they are grown outdoors. And once they have their spawn, they put they're left alone for 6 months. They don't touch it. They
6
don't do
months.
anything. 6
Wow.
months because basically it's just spawning.
Right.
So they got to get to that point. Then they clean and rinse them, and they do that every 2 months for the next 2 years until the clams are 3 to 4 centimeters.
Oh my goodness.
So it's definitely not a quick process when you get a
Yeah.
clam. It is
So the
growing
amount
for
of
a
work
long
and
time.
time that goes into every single one of these clams to get to us to have in our aquarium is substantial.
Tremendous.
Right, there's
Tremendous,
years that
yeah.
they've been
Yeah.
like growing and stuff, which is crazy. So like the DERASAs, because they're the biggest, they get moved to a big trench with higher flow, and they grow out to be like 6 centimeters before they're available to be sold, and they as quickly as 18 months for that 6 centimeters to be able to go ahead and be sold and put on the market.
Wow.
That's insane.
MAXIMAs are another story because with them they are higher flow, they do take more light, they grow slower, can take 2 to 3 years to reach 5 centimeters.
5 centimeters.
And that's like about the size that you're getting them from, so it's
Wow.
gonna take a while.
Dude, that's very small. Very
2 to 3
small.
years.
2 to 3 years just to get, I mean, wow. So,
So we actually talked to Jordan about some of the challenges that they have with growing clams and what they kind of encounter. And of course space, because they are doing this on land in troughs, and they don't have a whole bunch of space. And it does take so long, years, to get these guys to big enough size. And they can't grow them out in the ocean in cages or anything because of predators. So he said clams are number one, the snails for eating the clams. But I was actually surprised to hear this, that humans are the second biggest issue as far as a predator because they actually steal them and then eat the clams.
Wow.
Yeah,
that crazy?
so they can't put them out anywhere else except for here because they get eaten by people, which I thought was really crazy.
We paid top dollar for a clam, and
And
some
they just
people
get-
just eat them.
Eat them right out of their area.
So maybe I was wrong about they're not a dinner clam, but
Not to
guess depends where
us.
you are.
us, yeah. Oh my goodness. But wow, look at this fact. In 5 years, ORA has raised over 60,000 clams.
That's amazing. And those
That's-
are not
yeah, that's
being
great.
pulled off the reefs and from the ocean, so it's so good for
That's
the
a big deal.
environment too.
Wow. And
Yeah.
look at the size of those clams in that trough right there. I mean,
There's
it's
some DERASAs right there.
massive.
They're
Massive.
big. Yep.
unbelievable. Giveaway time!
Woo!
Whoop whoop! Come on now, everybody. Listen, the Marshall Island Mariculture Farm, where all this is done, they got T-shirts and we got a poster, and I know that we got 2 lucky winners, right? They're
Yes.
gonna want to do this. What do they have to do, Jess?
All right, so I need, and for this, you need to comment in our stream on the comments. I love ORA. Share this stream, and then go to ORA and follow them on Instagram. And we did post the link to their Instagram right in the comments, so it's easy to find. Give them some love. They've got clams, they got clownfish, they have coral, they've got a little bit of everything your local store can get in ORA.
Yes.
But they've got a huge selection, so give them some love, and we will pick 2 winners, and ORA is going to send you
And
a
the
shirt and a
link
poster.
is in the description, but it's instagram.com/ORA farm.
Correct. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. So that kind of wraps up our slideshow, and now it is time to go and open the box that has been overnighted
I've been waiting
to
a
us.
long time for this, Dean.
Yes.
We have.
Come
If
on.
you're
Alright.
on Instagram, hop over to YouTube or Facebook because you can't come with us, unfortunately.
All right. All right.
Alright.
Well, let's go open the box of clams. Love it. Love it. Let's check this out. And listen, who's excited about clams?
I am.
I'm excited. I hope everybody else that's watching is excited.
We have been talking about getting clams for this tank for so long.
So long.
I think originally when we first set this up, one of our ideas was clams.
Yeah.
So we have been long awaited. This tank looks so good. I can't even. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful.
Awesome.
So this is
Awesome.
a big, big day. As you can see, the Recknams are super, super happy. So ORA sent this, of course, arrived first thing this morning, overnighted to us. Keep them clams nice and safe. They've traveled very far to see us.
They have.
They've traveled really far and spent a long time growing, as we've learned. So
Now, they do sell to retail stores, right? So you can go to your local retail store and say, hey, I am interested in ORA
yes,
clams.
so it's only going to be from
Yep.
like your local retail store. So you can see on their website though, they've got all their fish, corals, clams listed, a lot of information about them. And you can go to your local retailer and request. And I think most retailers.
Oh,
Whoa, what is that?
this whole thing?
Hey,
Oh, come on, guys, look at this. This is like a copy of what they will send you. Look at that.
That's the clam poster. So that and a shirt
Come
is
on,
what
man. Hot.
we're gonna find a good place around here to frame it, put it up. It's gonna
Yeah.
be gorgeous. So thank you, ORA, on that one.
Wow, letting us know what is inside this
Jordan
box.
always takes good care of us. Oh, da 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 da. All right.
Ah.
If you have any questions, post them below. I will try my best to get to them.
So it looks like they got some packs in there to keep
Gotta have
the
the
temperature.
ice packs too, as well as Florida, and it's hot. And they're actually shipped from Florida. That's where their aquaculture facility is here. So I'm gonna open them on up, take them on out of the box. Whoa!
Heads up. Here we go. Watch your eyes. All right. Which ones do you want? Well, let's see.
Doesn't matter. We can just take them.
All right. DERASA.
DERASA. All right. So these guys are in the black bottom bag. So I don't.
Why
Yeah.
black bottom bag?
Actually, the black bottom, for a couple of reasons, for like fish and things, it also helps them not be stressed. But for the clams, it actually does also thicken the protection of the bag from being possibly popped, because you figure these guys are shells, they're very hard. So this is actually a thicker like insert that you put on those. And then for fish and things, it's actually like helps with stress
Well,
with shipping.
here's a SQUAMOSA.
Ooh, there you go. So you can see this one. You can actually see those big ridges right off on the shell. That is only on the SQUAMOSAs that you'll see that. So,
You can put that one in?
yep, I'm trying to make these guys not fall off.
Yeah.
Do we just
I
set
got it.
these out or no?
Yeah, I'll just hold them. I'll just hand
Okay.
them.
Boop. Put the back up here.
Got lots of people loving ORA. Again, guys, if you want to win that giveaway, head over to Instagram.com/ORA Farm after we're done live here. And
So
like
since
their
this is a
Instagram.
SQUAMOSA, it does go straight on the sand bed. It doesn't need to be on a hard surface or anything like that. And a quick note to anyone when you're putting clams into your tank is they've got a flat side, which is where their foot is. And you do need to make sure that is the side that's pointing down on whatever surface you're putting them. If you put them that way, they're gonna fall and they also can't attach properly. That will stress them out. So you wanna make sure that their foot is actually face down. So a lot of people don't know that, but it is important for placing them.
So once again, this Frag series, Rich, is like perfect for clams.
Yeah, it's beautiful because you get that top-down effect. They have that really nice popping color. With the Plus Edition, you're going to get that really nice color with the Hydra 26s.
Awesome.
And this month you're saving 10%, so that's a no-brainer.
So
No
here's
brainer.
another of the
Get you a frag.
SQUAMOSA.
Get your frag. Get your frag.
So they will take a few minutes to open. They kind of self-acclimate as they open. So
So we got MAXIMA.
once they
Which
start
ones
kind of
you want?
do DERASA, just since those are the next biggest ones.
Golly.
Yeah, these are going to be big. The DERASAs come in the largest, and they actually pick some that are like 5.5 inches big long
boys.
for us. Like nice big DERASAs. So it's
So
kind
Rob,
of.
sorry to interrupt you, Jess. Rob's asking, how do you feed them?
So clams are very heavy on feeding off the light, photosynthesis. So that's going to be a big one, but they're also going to filter feed. They also do filter out stuff in the water. I mean, they feed off of ammonia and the waste product.
filter
They'll
feeder,
do,
right?
yeah, phytoplankton and zooplankton. They're going to be filter feeding, but like with the MAXIMAs, they're very light, heavy as well. So these guys are big, which is, so these guys are like multiple layers of bagging.
Make sure it protects it from.
Yeah, because these guys could pop their bag pretty easily, and you don't want them to get too jostled around either. So these guys are.
I know somebody had asked Rich that can you put
Wow.
clams in a 130?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're looking for
not just a
their
frag
foot
tank.
side.
Yeah, no, you can keep them in a lot of different size tanks. Someone's asking if you could do it in a 20, and I think you could. You just got to make sure you have really stable parameters, the appropriate lighting.
Yeah, I would suggest doing MAXIMAs
Yeah.
with a highlight, just because they don't get as big and they're going to be slower growing. They're not going to outgrow like a 20-gallon or a nano nearly as fast, and they come in smaller to begin with. Cut that.
So Jose's asking, I don't see your live stream on Instagram. Jose, we're only live for a few minutes. It's something new that we're doing, but we can't leave the studio with you, so because it's a different platform. But hop on. Well, you're already on YouTube, but if you were on Instagram,
So here's our
we're
other
live on both Facebook and
DERASA.
YouTube.
You can see how massive the DERASAs
Wow.
come in. They
Yeah.
pick some big ones for us.
Wow, look,
Like,
look at the
those
size.
are those are so big. It's gonna be so awesome though.
Really good.
See, as you can see the growth rings on them, where they're a little bit more white. Is just that's where they're actually their shell is extending out and growing. Would that be correct?
Yes, so the top area, that's a lighter color. It's also where it's shaded whenever the clams open, so it doesn't like darken as much either from like algae growth or
Right,
light.
right.
But that is where they're adding to their skeleton.
You guys are opening up over here.
Yeah, they should open up pretty quickly. And also because clams have the hard shell that they have to grow, they are high calcium uptake. So you do need to dose more calcium when you have clams. Like our calcium dosing on this is gonna skyrocket.
Skyrocket, yeah.
With adding these clams in here.
Do you need the rock bases
Yeah.
for these?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Okay.
All right, so we got our MAXIMAs.
So you should also tell them what you need to do with these.
Okay,
as well.
so when we were talking about MAXIMAs, it's the only one that does need its foot on a hard rock. A lot of times people will put them up on the actual rock itself. However, we want to fill in our sand bed with clams and then keep the rock nems on the sand bed. So what you can do if you want your MAXIMA on the sand bed is actually take like a piece of rubble, frag pugs, something like that. We actually bust up a little bit of Marco rock. And what you're going to do is kind of basically, it's a kind of like a clam cradle. You're gonna put it in the sand. Take your MAXIMA guy. There's his foot, and set him there. And then he'll attach to that rock, and he'll feel stable and happy,
He'll feel
like
happy
he's
there,
on
yeah.
the rock. Also, if you need to move him around, it's nice too, even if you put him on a rock, to have something under them, because otherwise, if they attach to a large rock, you're never moving them.
How long will it take for him to attach to that rock?
I mean, he could be kind of like lightly attached in the next 10 minutes if you wanted to.
So a fish can't come by and knock him off.
They can. Yeah,
possible.
keep an eye on him.
So the other thing we didn't talk about, very important, make sure the fish in the tank is reef safe for clams.
Yes, yes.
Major.
Major.
You don't want to put a clam in there that's been 5 years growing out
to get eaten.
to get eaten in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, because there are a lot of fish and inverts that find clams to be pretty
Yeah.
tasty. So this is actually a little bit bigger MAXIMA here.
Delicious.
So we got. So we got, and these are all Ultra MAXIMAs, so they're gonna be bright blue. But he got himself a little rock base.
I don't eat seafood, so I'm all right. I'm good.
Dean says fish are friends.
Yeah.
Fish
yeah.
are friends.
Clams are friends.
Clams are friends. Inverts are friends. All right.
This is a little bigger one. So I'm just putting all these in here. I'm gonna give pretty much all of them some kind of base.
It's gonna be so cool.
This is a really unique tank. It's
So
all rock anemones, all clams.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Lots
it.
of color.
Yeah, rock nymphs and clams. Like, how is that? That's like the most awesome shallow system right
great.
there. This one may easily take the cake as the favorite in the office.
All right. Remember, say I love ORA share the stream. We will pick 2 winners
So, like,
for a t-shirt.
This one here
and
actually
a
has
poster
a little
from
piece of
ORA.
rubble he's attached himself to. So we'll see if we can get him to come off that and onto our other rock there. A lot of times if you do it like that on the sand bed and just hide the little rock you put them on, you can't even tell that they're on that, and they just look straight on the sand bed. But they're gonna be 10 times happier.
Erica says this is the coolest build that we've ever done. And she says we because she's in the office right now.
She's watching.
It is really.
I agree. This is
It
a
is.
really awesome tank.
Yeah, we've all been pretty excited when we decided to kind of change this over and do a rock nem and then the clams. Like,
Great idea.
yeah.
Look at that one big clams opening up already.
Yeah, those are all opening real happy. We've got one more MAXIMA. So we got 10 clams total. We got 2 DERASAs, 6 of the MAXIMAs, and then 2 of the SQUAMOSA, just for a nice variety.
Mm-hmm.
And
So show ORA some love. Head over to their website, orafarm.com. Not only do they do clams, they do corals, they do fish. They're the biggest.
everything, yeah.
Jess, they have the largest aquaculture facility for ornamental fish and corals in the U.S., right, or in the world.
I believe so, and I think they're really also one of the ones that pioneered it all. Like whenever aquaculture clownfish became available, this guy's got a big old chunk to him, so I'm gonna leave him right here. When aquaculture clowns started becoming available, it was from ORA. When the more rare SPS and aquaculture corals came available, it was from ORA. So they've always been the front force of aquaculture.
Man, those things look awesome. I mean, this tank is sick, man.
Yeah, wait till we
Love
get
it.
a little top-down look whenever all the MAXIMAs and stuff open. Like I said, you can really see their pattern whenever we do some top-down shots of them when everyone opens up. But say 10 clams definitely filled that in nice.
Really nice. Really nice. I love the concept. The whole thing is just
We have great
so
vision.
awesome. So awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
We're also
Very,
going
very
to
cool.
adjust the lights a little bit more white. Will actually show the blue and stuff better. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to try and get some updates on this when everyone opens.
So guys, if you have any questions, comments, please tell us. We think the thing is turning out awesome.
Yeah, what do we think of our tank now, guys?
I mean,
I love it. I think we need about 30 more rock nems.
oh,
30?
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Dang, 30. That's a bit
Wow.
much. Wow.
Dang, dude, we got a lot of people in here. Jordan says, can't wait to see them from the top down.
Yes, I mean that's what it is, and that's what we're going to do with that tank. Once everyone opens, we'll get some shots top down. You can see all the beautiful colors and patterns, and we'll turn the light up a little bit more white and really showcase what everything goes in. We have to do an update on all the rock nems that went in last week too.
Dude, it's
Some beautiful pictures are coming. We'll do a little
Yeah.
update, sneak peek in there.
Yeah,
So-
beautiful tank. We'll post some
Love it.
pictures on Instagram later and keep you guys updated with this. This build is not done. We're gonna
No.
keep improving
Yeah.
on this one every day.
Yes.
Giving you guys lots of good information.
Dude, so a lot of people on here, people saying, I love ORA. Shadowell says, now I've got to get a clam.
Well, yeah, everyone needs a
course you
clam. Do it. Get
Of course,
it.
you
Do
got to
it.
get some clams.
Make sure it's an ORA clam.
Make sure it's ORA. Reptiles Miami says, beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Jay LaReefer, nice. They open right up.
They're happy.
Dude, man, these are.
When you get healthy clams, you put them into a nice tank, all is good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Look
like
at
that.
them.
Triquatic says, love it, guys. Listen, we are just trying to keep things interesting and just kind of bring you awesome information that you normally don't get.
Yeah.
Clams. Who would have ever thought?
We just learned about how to grow clams in the ORA farm, and we all learned. And
Yeah.
awesome.
We should probably take some top-down shots later once they all open up.
We will.
Maybe shut the pumps off and
Yeah.
show it. Like, that'd be awesome. So we can definitely show that. And waiting on the queue
You're ready.
for Fish of the Week.
Oh my goodness.
Bam!
It's a real fish.
Come on now, look at that. I came through for everybody today. Everybody's like, is it reef safe? Is it reef safe? Reef safe.
You wouldn't let me see
Honestly,
what
I thought it was going to be
was.
like a black tip shark or something.
Yeah.
It's the red velvet fairy wrasse.
Wow. Okay, I
Gorgeous.
love this fish. Fairy wrasses are the best.
Gorgeous fish. Easy to keep, eats really well, loves reef aquariums. I mean, loves Waterbox. This fish wants to be in a Waterbox. I mean, it really does. I mean, great coloration. It's not going to eat your inverts. He's just cool, man. He swims around.
Peaceful, easy, reef compatible.
Man.
Great choice, Dean.
Great pop of color.
I'm so proud this week. Oh my goodness. Yeah, fairy wrasses as a group are really peaceful. They're super tons of color. You can actually have multiples in a tank. These are, and the red velvet's absolutely one of my favorite. Gorgeous. Well done.
Hit it out of the park on that one.
All right.
Whoop, whoop. Come on now. Listen. Rob says, what's the cost of that fish?
Ask your local
Ask your
store.
local
I don't know.
fish store. I don't
Depends on market and
know.
availability. So.
Got multiple
Wow.
reasons to head to your local fish store this week to look for ORA clams, fish corals, and Waterbox.
Waterbox.
Waterbox, Frag.
Fairy wrasses. There's 1 week left on the sale for the 10% off.
Yep, goes on a month.
Definitely got to check that out. And also, we got a big show coming up on Friday.
Oh, yes. The
battle
battle continues.
Yes, so very excited. We're getting another coral shipment in this Friday from Unique Corals.
Yes, yes.
One of our sponsors for that.
It'll be our
event.
last coral shipment to go into the queue for the battle.
I wonder what we're getting.
I don't know. It'll be a big surprise.
Definitely.
And
Need
then
to check in.
also, the voting begins. The voting
That's
begins.
true. The voting's going to begin on the battle this Friday. So everybody that's bought your T-shirts up to this point, thank you. Your votes will get transferred over.
Yep.
Continue to
voting
buy
from
those
us.
shirts.
Yep, check them out.
Team Dean, come
But
on.
yeah, definitely tune in on Friday. Check out our coral selection. The voting will begin. Give you another chance to kind of see the tanks before you put in your vote there.
Yep.
And then we still have a couple weeks after that going forward.
And I'm saying, right, and then next week, I think, like Rich said, he wants some more rock nyms.
Yep.
Oh,
I think it's time
we'll
for
have
some
to
more
make it
rock nyms.
happen.
So,
Going into the frag.
Coming in, we're going to load this puppy up. So I think it's going to be really, really nice. Man, awesome show, guys. Love it. If you have any more information, if you want to get about clams, visit ORA, or you hit us up here at Waterbox. We'd love to help you out. Love it.
Yep. And join us every Wednesday and Friday at noon Eastern.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on Friday.
See ya.